Suppose you have an exam on Monday and today is Friday and you are preparing some foods so that you don't have to make foods for these 2 days and you can study. But you have to preserve those foods for the coming days, because today is Friday, you have 3 days. So if you want to have the foods safe, you have to preserve the foods in right way. So you know that if you can preserve the foods 18 degree below 0 degree Celsius, the foods will remain safe. 18 degree below 0 degree Celsius, how we can represent in the numbers, how we can write it? 18 degree below 0, that means 18 degree less than 0. 18 degree less than 0. So far we know the counting numbers and whole numbers. Counting numbers are the numbers we count with 1, 2, 3, 4, those numbers. And whole numbers includes 0, that means whole number starts with 0. Then we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those numbers are whole numbers. And we have the smallest number 0 here as a whole number, but we don't have any other number less than 0. Here we are talking about a number that is 18 less than 0. 18 below 0. Below 0 means less than 0. How can we represent this 18 less than 0 with the numbers? How can we do that? We had 0 and 1, 2, 3. Those were the whole numbers. What was the line looks like? The line looks like this. Suppose this is the line and we had 0 and 1 and 2, 3, and so on. Goes on the right direction. We can write more numbers here. We can write forever. Those were the whole numbers, right? Now we have to have some numbers. Those are less than 0. Less than 0 means, look here, the numbers are getting smaller when we go to the left direction. When we go to the left direction, the numbers are getting smaller. So if we want to write some numbers those are smaller than 0, we have to go to the left of the 0, right? So let's extend the line to the left of the 0. Suppose we are extending the line to the left of the 0. Now we will write the numbers. How can we write? We will write some numbers here, right? But on the right side we wrote 1, 2, 3, and this is right direction. Now we are going to the left direction, the opposite direction, right? So the numbers will be opposite. On the right direction we had positive numbers. On the left direction we will have negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, and so on. We can write more numbers here. We can write more numbers. And we can go up to -18 and more. So those are the negative numbers on the left side of the 0. These numbers were not included in whole numbers. Now we have these numbers in this list. So we have to give a new name to this number, right? We have to have a new name for this kind of numbers. Okay. We call them integers, and we symbolize the integers with this kind of Z, right? Okay. So we have the integers here. Integers includes all the whole numbers and the negatives of the counting numbers. And in the middle there is 0. On the right side of the 0 there are positive numbers, and on the left side of the 0 there are negative numbers. 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 is a neutral number, and both sides of the line goes on forever. We can write numbers forever on both sides of the 0. Both sides are open here. We saw in the whole numbers and counting numbers, there was one side open and one side closed. The left side was closed in counting numbers and also in whole numbers. But for integers, we have both sides open. The numbers goes on forever on the right direction and on the left direction also. So those are the integers.